have you ever misunderstood when do we have to use the present perfect and when the past simple? Let's think about it for a moment. Both helps us to express actions that happen in the past, usually, right? Most of the times, actions that happen in the past. So, what can be the difference between them? Let's check them out. We're going to focus on three aspects, okay? Present perfect is always unspecified, is an unspecified point in the past. On the other hand, past simple is specific. That's the key difference, okay? Present perfect, unspecified, and past simple, specific. Let's see an example. Um, I worked. I have worked. I have worked. There we're using present perfect and is in an unspecified point in the past. On the other hand, if I say I worked in 2019, so that's very specific, right? We have the year in which I made the action of working. That's the key difference. Now let's see some more specific points. Okay, present perfect sentences tell us consequences. They tell us that there are consequences for the actions. Okay, there are going to be consequences in the moment of speaking. We are going to use three main words: yet, just, and already. Okay, when we see, so when you are going to see in a sentence, I mm, I cooked jet. Okay, so in that case, you are going to use present perfect to fill the blank. Okay, so haven't I haven't cooked yet. Okay, so yet, just, and already, always present perfect. Now, also they are for actions that may continue in the future, may continue in the present, may continue in the future. Okay, so that's a key difference. And also they helps us to express life experiences. Furthermore, they helps us to express life experiences. All right. For example, I have traveled to China. I have traveled to China already. Okay, I have traveled to China already. So that's a life experience because you do not travel to China every day, right? That's a life experience. On the other hand, past simple are for actions that finished in the past. They always finished in the past. For example, I lived in Argentina. I lived in Argentina 3 months ago. Okay, 3 months ago. So I lived in Argentina and I stopped lived anymore. So right now I'm not living in Argentina. I don't live in Argentina. I live in Bolivia. I live in Brazil. Any country, any country, eh, but not Argentina. All right. On the other hand, present perfect, of course, they are actions that maybe happened in the past and finished in the past, but also may continue. Okay, that's a very important difference. On the other hand, past simple always finished in the past. They do not, they are not going to continue in the future. Okay. Also, another specific characteristic, specific feature we can say, is that we are going to use past times. Okay, past adverbs that helps us to express that these actions happened in the past. For example, yesterday, 2 hours ago, or also last month. All right, those are key characteristics. So remember, present perfect give us consequences. Also, we're going to use words like yet, just, and already. Okay, and this is a key difference. They may continue in the future or may not. That's may continue. Okay, that's very important. On the other hand, past simple actions that finish in the past, started in the past and finish in the past, and in a specific point, right? Also, present perfect helps us to express life experiences. Now, let's check at the structure. Okay, with present perfect, we are going to use the next structure. Have, as we know, for the pronouns I, they, you, and we, and has for the pronouns he, she, it for the third person singular pronouns. All right, and we are going to use the past participle of the verb. Okay, the past participle of the verb do is done, of the verb eat is eaten, of drink is drunk. Okay, and with the regular verbs we have the same, right? Of cook is cooked, of practice is practiced, of watch is watched, and so on. Okay, on the other hand, with past simple we are just going to use the past form of the verb, like did or cooked, for example. Now let's check at examples. All right, with present perfect we have this sentence: she has already cooked dinner, so we can eat now. Okay, because this action of cooking that she has already cooked has consequences, so we are going to use present perfect, so we can eat now. That's the consequence, okay, of the fact that she has already cooked. Also, we can see that we are using the word already, just, and yet, always with present perfect. All right, and we are not saying the time. We're not saying that she has cooked dinner at 5 p.m. Okay, we're not saying the time. On the other hand, past simple, we are saying the time. Yesterday she cooked dinner. Yesterday, we're saying the specific point in the past. Okay, and that's it. And also, of course, she cooked dinner. So we are saying that she started to cook yesterday and she finished to cook yesterday. That's the key difference. Now we have this another example. They have done their homework. All right, they have done their homework. Here we can see that we are using the past participle. Okay, they have done their homework, so that means that it's an action that happened recently and is going to have maybe some effects in right now, and also may continue. That's the reason why it's present perfect. And on the other hand, we have they did their homework, so it is finished. Okay, they are already presenting. They are already presenting their homework to their teacher because they have already finished, right? Because past simple is for actions that started in the past and finished in the past as well. All right. Now we have another one. Present perfect. Maria has not traveled to Japan yet. This is a life experience that didn't happen. For that reason, we are using present perfect. Okay. Maria has not traveled to Japan yet. And also we can see that we are using the word yet, right? So it's a present perfect. On the other hand, we have Maria did not travel to Japan in 2020. Even though that this is a life experience that didn't happen, we are saying the specific point in the past. So for that reason, we are going to use the past simple. All right? And also this sentence is telling us that she did not travel in the past. She did not travel in the past, right? This is an action that did not happen, and this sentence is as long as it is a past simple sentence, it is trying to telling us that Maria will not have the opportunity to travel anymore. All right. On the other hand, present perfect, as we said, is for actions that started in the past and may or may not continue in the future. So in this sentence, this version of Maria, we can say, probably is going to travel to Japan in the future. Okay, just not this time. Maybe 1 year ahead. Okay, 2 years later, so on. Right? That's the key difference between the present perfect and the past simple. Remember, present perfect and specified, past simple specific.